Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And this is a shout out to Shell. Thank you, Shell. She sent me a very, very interesting and important link. And she also covers the article quite succinctly. So I'm going to read to you what Shell says, and I will attach the link directly below the video. And please go and have a look at it, because it just shows how South Africa is on the road to ruin, largely because of Eskom being fuck-a-moneyed. Yep, you heard it first here. Anyway, Shell writes, if Eskom fails, the economy collapses. So few seem to perceive the fragility of the economy. It seems impossible that it is not blatantly obvious to everyone, but it is not. Bailouts are not even sustainably servicing the debt load, never mind sustainably managing the state-owned enterprise, and have a long-term debt repayment plan. The ANC is winging it, and collapse is inevitable. No power, and the trauma of chaos will quickly unfold. It takes power to move food to the cities, to pump water into homes, to remove waste, to protect homes with alarms. I read somewhere that most cities have a 3-day food supply. Now, in the article that's attached here, you'll see they talk about Moody's, the rating agency. And they're excuse my bonsai in the background, he's obviously got something attacking him. He's nibbling away there. Anyway, getting back to Moody's. Moody's are the only rating agency that is holding the rand together. And that is because they haven't marked the rand as junk yet, junk status. All the other rating agencies have. Now, as soon as Moody's do that, the rand is just going to collapse in value. Now, here's the problem. Eskom has something like 400 billion rand in debt, and 300 billion rand of that is government guaranteed. Now, if they just fail to make one payment, and remember they are still borrowing hand over fist to try and keep themselves afloat, if they miss one payment, all that debt will be called up, including the 300 billion rand guaranteed by the South African government. When that happens, the rand collapses. Because, you know, economically, it's a complete catastrophe. That's the tightrope that Eskom is sitting on right now. But I'll get back to, and you can read about this more in the link below the video, and I do suggest you do. I'll also be putting the prepping link, you know, Boer and Brewer's prepping link down below this video as well, because he gives some excellent advice on prepping. Anyway, Shell continues by saying, I am so astonished at how ignorant so many here in South Africa are about what can no longer be avoided. It breaks my heart. But most of all, for those who refuse to plan for it, trying to explain is most times futile and even generates anger and avoidance. It's like seeing a giant Mack truck bearing down on precious people, and they'll not be warned because it spoils the happiness of playing in the road today. And the thought of change is unacceptable or just too frightening to contemplate. But it's much easier to face ahead of time than when it's too late. Please, please wake up. Most people take out life insurance and health insurance and car insurance. Please think of planning for some food insurance at least, and bottled water, lots of it. It is a real sacrifice now to put away extra food. Do it. It's cheaper now than when the rand starts tanking. And being hungry is very difficult, especially when your little ones are hungry and you can't understand or help them. I want to pass on the article for you. I apologize for pouring out my heart here, but at times I feel so frustrated at the willful ignorance. And who knows, maybe some people will be able to hear and see and save a family or two or even more. Thank you, Scott, for all you're doing. It is having an impact. God bless you. And then she signs off Shell. Now, look, I'm going to totally endorse what she's saying. The article, link below, please read it and get your head around the fact that Eskom is like a bomb just waiting. It's a time bomb waiting to go off. And when that payment is missed, Moody's is going to declare the Rand junk. The Rand might go to 90 Rand to the dollar, US dollar, from its current state of about 15 Rand. It might go higher. But, this is why I do say to people, if you've got some spare cash around, put it into gold, Krugerrands, and silver. Physical gold, physical silver, and store those away because they are based on the US dollar. So when the Rand does tank, you will still get the value, but you'll get a heck of a lot more Rand. It'll be rather like the Venezuela currency, which is worth diddly squat. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell to get the updates. And don't forget, this Sunday night, we're having the great debate. And it's actually quite pertinent because we're going to be talking about Saatlander's plans. And, of course, Saatlander is used by a lot of people as an escape from the kind of catastrophe that we're talking about here. Okay, have a good evening.